What's up, guys? This is Legend. I'm going to show you how to trade on a green day. My last video was on a red day. A report came out. We have this nasty drop right here, and we hit it perfect. It was actually one out of the 5 days in history in the stock market where it was such a negative downfall. I think it was 1,300 points in a spreadsheet that day. We hit it right on point. We had a 19%, no, 17% return that day. $2,000 in just one account. It was crazy. We started out red that day, and I'm pretty sure we're going to start out green today. So let me show you how to trade green today. So like in my last videos, I told you to have these stocks booked. If you haven't checked my last videos out, go check them out. I break down what stocks to have. Go ahead and check your dollar. We're up in the pre-market. The VIX, you need to check the VIX. Also, check how Bitcoin is. See how it's skyrocketing? It kind of gives you a guidance where we could be heading. Also, check out your stocks. Tesla, Amazon, Apple, they're all green. Now, when the market opens, I'll start recording then, and I'll show you how to trade. Also, one more thing. Make sure you check up on the history of the SP 500. SP 500 and the NAS and the Q has the same layout and the resistance usually. And it's always, important to check. Like how we're coming up to, we have a gap right here that comes across. And, this right here, this is the pocket that we've been writing. I'm honestly thinking we're going to make another fifth line lower. Sorry, still early. But honestly, if we jump up to here and we start hitting, the resistance and we clear that gap, if we do repeat, like how we had this 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth, the fifth leg lower, if this does happen, we're going to go down a lot more. That's where I jump into SQQQ. Right now I'm in TQQQ. We had a 17% gain yesterday. Go check out that video. It was crazy. Hit it right on point. But honestly, when we start to come up here, I'll probably jump into SQQQ and then ride down this fifth leg lower. Let's see how it goes. So right now in pre-market, we have this run up. Now on this run up, like I said, the NAS will control your stocks. So if we're having this run up, that's where it affects Bitcoin. Look at Bitcoin. We have a run up. Check your stocks. All of them are, positive in the, green market right now. But it can quickly shift. Like if we come up to those resistant lines, it can quickly shift. So when market opens, I'll start recording and I'll show you to, watch. Also, we had one report come out today. Also check your reports on your economic. I'll post a link in the description on where to go to check your events for the day and week and month if you want. But retail sales, I think it was okay. I don't think it was bad or good. We didn't really get a run up or any big moves, but it did affect the market a little bit. We are green, so it should push the stocks green a little bit. But honestly, if you don't know how to trade green days, give this video a chance. Also, if you have TradingView, I want to show you an indicator that I kind of use on the side. It does like value area high and value area low. It's just pretty much to show you that what it could run in a day, like maximum. It's not on point. This is not what you use to base your trades, but it kind of gives you a guidance. See how like we have resistance right here? If you don't catch a gap, that can honestly hurt you a lot. So this indicator is called Bank Math. Bank Math. I'll turn it on. It shows you the value area high, and value area low. So like what it could drop down to if it got destroyed today, or where it's facing resistance. Notice how I have a gap right here and it's hitting resistance. So it's telling me that it could bounce right here at any point of the day. Honestly, I've seen it run before. Sorry, it's really early. But honestly, it's a good indicator. If you have TradingView, highly recommend it. Now remember, if you want a strong green day, you know, you want the VIX to come down. If when the VIX comes down, the stock market goes up. So always remember that also. Now, if you want a really good solid green day, you really want, like what happened yesterday, you want it to come down, hold. Now, you usually will get a bounce, so don't freak out. Now, don't base your trades exactly like the VIX trades. It's just a fear index. It's not on point, but you want it to hold. Now, if you start getting these big jumps again in the VIX during the day, the market's probably likely going to drop because fear is being injected, you know. So always check your VIX in the morning before you trade, and then also check your dollar. See how your dollar's doing. You know, dollar is super important. Let's go in 1 minute. So dollar. Dollar is sitting right here in the middle still. You know, we got a good drop this morning, so that's a good sign. Honestly, you know, the dollar will start taking off when market opens. So always watch your dollar. If the dollar goes up, the market will come down. If the dollar goes down, the market will go up. Remember that. Also, if you trade oil stocks, remember oil goes into a trend on point. Now, when you have, like, say right now, I have this going across my screen, right? Now, usually we'll get these pullbacks. When you trade oil, it's not a day trade stock, usually. I mean, you can day trade oil, but honestly, you really shouldn't. You should honestly swing trade, just like SQQQ and TQQQ. Now, when you want to make these trades, like say like we had this run on Wednesday, September 28th, right? So let me go to September 28th. Here's my favorite oil stock, 9. So September, right here, September 28th. You see how we had this run in 9? It was at 2:30 and we went up to 4. Same way with the oil. We had this run from here when 9 was 2:30 to here, 4. Now you notice that it holds its trend line pretty well, you know, on the days. Like when it's in a downtrend, it has a downtrend, and then you'll get these jumps in between. When you trade oil, you need to hit these jumps. You don't need to hit day trading with it. So like, you know, in between here and here, that's like, you know, a good month. So when we start breaking down, like say if we, you know, don't base your trades like, oh my God, we have one green day. You know, get a good base to base your trades. Like say if we have, you know, 2 days of breaking green in oil, you know, start basing your trades in your oil, you know, and then you'll get these long runs. But when you start breaking into the red, you need to sell. Don't hold on to your oil stocks because eventually you'll get something like this. And then, especially when you're trading on the end of these jumps right here, like look at these ends. You have these waterfall moments. Don't get caught in that. I've seen people lose half their portfolio in 2 days. So what you really want to catch is when this watershed moment comes in oil, that's when you go all in and hold. Not financial advice, but on these watershed moments, if you can get oil stocks when you see, you know, don't do it on the first day, you know, on the watershed. Try to get like 2-3 days in, let it bottom out, and then ride it out for a month or two. If like, look right here. If you would have bought this in December 09, 2021. Here, I'll just do this. All right, so in March, we had that big problem this year about oil. You know, when Biden came on, I think it was March 10th, says we're all doomed, da da da. You know, oil jumped up super hard. It was right here. Yeah, March. I can't get on point with yeah, March 10th. See how we had this huge jump? Now, if you just take this, like this layout right here, this is how oil's been going. Now, stare at the screen. Do you see what I see? It's the same thing, same pattern. You know, we had that water, you know, that super big jump on March 10th. We went up to $8. That's what you want to catch. You want to catch these big, like these big jumps in oil if you trade oil stocks. I made a video about it. I'm going to stop talking about it now, but yeah, I love trading oil. Go check out that video. Now, market's about to open. We need to memorize this. Memorize that we are hitting resistance when we get up here. And remember this to base your trades. You know, what we expect in the SP 500. SP 500, the NAS, the Qs, they run together. They're pretty much the same. They're not on point the same. They have the same layout. So keep this in mind as you trade throughout the day. All right, here goes the unedit part. If you can give me a like and subscribe, that would be awesome. Help out a single dad. Market's going to open in 20 seconds. So as you get ready, you need to look at Bitcoin, see how Bitcoin's doing. Have your NAS booked and ready. So we're going to be up here. Here's gap resistance. So if we fill those gap, then we should be hitting that, you know, that graph I showed you. So here we go. Check out how QQQ is going. It does that. All right, check out the NAS is doing. You also want to check your other stocks. So you want to look for a breakout. Now, you need to watch your NAS. Now, see how we keep on going? This is what's going to drive your stocks up. See, we have Apple doing the same. We have Tesla, you know, Microsoft. They're all doing the same. One of them will eventually break. You need to check your VIX. VIX is still low. Dollar, it's still low. It's holding down. Check your VIX. All right, now we're going to start breaking to the side. Now I'd see if they're going to break to the side and you'll get this red candle and then a big drop, or you'll get a red candle and then a small little jump and then it'll hold and then you could get a drop, or you could just get a green day. It really depends. As this goes up, Bitcoin will go up, and then it also brings the Qs up, and then SQQQ will go down, TQQQ will go up. You have your other big stocks going up. I like to watch QQQ mostly just because it's got, you know, just the big stocks put together. If they start to break, this will break. So right now I'm looking for a time to sell and then jump into SQQQ. Now, this is where it's going to get tricky. So you want to watch your candle and see how it does. If this is the top, then, you know, you could sell or hold and try to ride it out and get more, more confidence of where it's going to go. If you're just looking to sell the most you can and get the most you can out of your morning, you know, your day before, trade, you know, if you got the 3 trade limit, you know, you have to do that, you know, hold overnight. When you start getting this break off in the Qs, you know, that's pretty much going to tell you that we're going to start dropping soon. Here, let me go to trading view. This is a little bit more in depth. So notice we're breaking them sideways. All right, now see, we're breaking up, so that means we're going to be holding this bull run. So let's write it out. I'm already up $800. So QQQ is holding nicely. Let's check the other stocks. Amazon's holding. Tesla's almost holding. Apple's breaking. So, you got one bad stock right there. Definitely breaking. Breaking. Oh no, actually holding. So go back to QQQ. Watch for that red. You got the red. How's Bitcoin doing? Okay, I sold. I walked away with 800. Now I'm going to, give me a second, please. Jump into SQQ. I'm not day trading SQQQ. This is going to be a swing trade. So now we're crashing. Now you want to check on your dollar. See how we're going up? It's going to bring the market down. VIX is breaking up. We're in the 1 minute? Yeah, we are. Now, what I'm going to do is I bought SQQQ pretty much because of that chart I showed you. If we do go up, we won't hold that much longer. Honestly, I do think we're going to make the fifth leg lower. It's just a given. There's a huge thing happening on the 16th with China. If you're curious about that, go check it out. Notice how the stocks are breaking out. Apple. Now, they can break up. You don't have to, base your trades off it just because it breaks red. I'm just trying to show you what to look out for and how to switch through your stocks. When you trade in the morning. That's my family, by the way. So what, QQQ is not holding anymore? All right, so that's episode 1 on a green day trade. Episode 2 will show you what to look for midday on a green day, how it starts. It can be hard, honestly, to get these right moves. That's why I stick with swing trading. I don't do day trades. If the market goes back up and I start losing on SQQQ, that's fine. I'll hold. I'm looking out for a week. In a week's time. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that big drop on the leg down. All right, see you on episode 2.